parallel.
And now we have creative skills. In New York City, Trump's signature is synonymous with the most prestigious of addresses. Among them, they are the world-renowned Fifth Avenue skyscraper, Trump Tower, luxury buildings include Trump World Tower at United Nations Plaza, Triumph Park Avenue at 59th Street, Triumph Place on Hudson River and Triumph Palace. The Triumph Hotel Collection has projects going up and around the world and met with tremendous success. Mr. Trump is also known as a world-class golf course developer with award-winning golf courses in New York, New Jersey, and Los Angeles, Palm Beach, Cayman Island, and one developed in Aberdeen, Scotland, as well as in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. Mr. Trump is an avid golfer, and his passion is evident in the spectacular golf courses he has designed and developed and continues to develop worldwide. His latest acquisitions are the Trump National Golf Clubs, Coles Neck, New Jersey, and Trump National Golf Clubs, Washington, D.C., which fronts the Potomac River for 3 miles. As an accomplishment, he is the best author and has numerous best-selling including The Art of Deal, which is considered the business classic, The Art of Comeback, The America We Deserve, How to Get Rich, Think Like a Billionaire, Trump 101, Why We Need to Be Rich, Think Big, Never Give Up, and Think Like a Champion. In the departure from his real estate equations, Mr. Trump and NBC Television Network are partners with the ownership and broadcast rights with the Miss Universe, Miss US, and Miss USA, Teen USA pages. In January 2004, Mr. Trump joined forces with Mark Burnett Production and NBC to produce the star in the television reality show The Apprentice. The show quickly became #1 on the television and is currently in the 10th season. Mr. Trump's productions company, Trump Production, is based in Los Angeles. Mr. Trump had also successful radio program on Clear Channel for several years. Donald Trump is the very definition of the American success story. He is continuously set new standards of excellence while expanding his interests nationally and internationally. Mr. Trump is personally involved in everything that his name represents. His commitment has made him preeminent developer and quality of real estate known around the world, and all his endeavors and Mr. Trump's standard is apparent. He is an archetypal businessman, a deal maker without fear and ardent philanthropist.
So finally, just to sum up the ethical responsibility, which is a key factor these days, as many people complain, Trump might not be the best person to describe as an ethical, responsible person, but he has done fairly of his share, where he has donated $3.7 million to his charity, and the money raised from the show, The Celebrity Apprentice, goes directly to the charity, Jimmy Fund. And he also supports more charities such as Friends of Scotland, Children with AIDS, David Foster Foundation, Celebrity Fight Night Foundation, and many more. So just summing up the whole Trump, basically we see him as an opportunity seeker, which no one else normally sees, and he takes the initiative to take a risk in that area. Is it calculated risk or without calculation? He goes into that area, starts taking the risk, and he pursues his dream where he's successfully developing himself as an entrepreneur. And even the recent development of which is ongoing, the golf course, there's so many opposition against that, but he sees that land as a very good development area, and since he has done a lot of winning courses, he's going for that. So that's one of his key skills, where he sees the opportunity and goes after that. And just to sum it up, Donald Trump is a risk taker with innovative skills who foresees good opportunities which no one else does, communicates effectively and efficiently towards the team, and leads the team successfully, and has become a great entrepreneur. And listen to this position where he is today. Any questions?
I think we should clap first, shouldn't we? How we go? Oh, look at that. You've got 4 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Question time?
Fantastic. So what is the key for you that sets him apart? I mean, if we listen to last week's presentation, he's, a measly bastard that doesn't give anything away, and $3.7 million to his own charity isn't even very much.
Yeah, but looking at Bill Gates, he has been the rich person or the richest I mean is, this guy is not in the list up there.
What's the multiplier factor between net worth?
I didn't go into that.
Do you know what his net worth is?
Not really.
That would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Does anyone know Donald Trump's net worth? Sorry? 2.7 billion. And what's Bill Gates's?
At the moment, some 40s.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a multiplier factor.
So we're looking at about 18 times.
Yeah, we're looking at
2.7,
lots, aren't
40.
we? Yeah.
Is my
Okay, so there's a multiplier factor in giving there.
But as you can see, you saw that he has a couple of charities just under his name, just not one, and he has a show going to charities and
You're not going to be texting in my class, are you? Or is that just the alarm goes off? And you just turn that off, haven't you? Excellent. So the number one thing for you, why did you guys choose him?
we're talking about
You think he's an opportunity? He sees opportunities that no one else sees?
Basically, yeah, because he gets into anything he can, anything he sees opportunity in. He like he says, it's something he's really passionate about everything he gets into, and he sort of has like a good story to him, going bankrupt and coming back.
I was going to say, do you think he has more credibility because he's been bankrupt?
maybe I'll say he gained experience from that practices. So because of that, even though he takes risks, he knows what he shouldn't do or what he did wrong to go into that
Because
situation.
one could argue, if one is handed wealth on a plate, that's one thing, but to build it from scratch and you've lost it all is quite a different thing. And they say there's 3 generations between supreme wealth and bankruptcy. It normally takes 3 generations for that to happen, so he's pretty gifted to do it in one. And then rebuild. Whereas when you look at Murdoch's, took 3 years. You look at other major wealthy families, it takes often 3 generations to lose all the wealth.
Like he didn't just jump where he is today. As you see, that he has various places where he invested and they didn't succeed. But end of the day, we see him as a successful person, even though he failed in different areas.
Yeah.
And he's a great example because he has a university just to teach what he's doing.
Yeah.
One-on-one entrepreneurship.
It's fairly conceited, isn't it?
Yes.
It's interesting because in America, if you declare yourself bankrupt, you can walk away from your debt. You can just wipe it. So it was interesting that you said that he actually pulled his business debt down and reduced his personal debt because he could have just wiped that and walked away from it because that's American laws, horrifically. That's what's caused, one of the drivers of the GFC and the complete collapse of their entire fiscal system.
And not to mention that's in my degree span, 4 years.
Mm.
I'm trying to finish my degree and he gets out of the debt. So.
It's interesting, isn't it? Now, Jeremy, you said that you really liked the fact that he was a very tactful communicator.
Yeah.
That's the antithesis of what I would think when I'm thinking about Donald Trump. In what way do you think he's a tactful communicator?
I think it's the way he sort of presents his speeches and the way he supported the stuff with it's like a really communicating company.
Yeah.
They deal with mobile phones, internet, that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
I think it's AT, and I'm not really sure about the name.
Oh,
But by getting into them, he's sort of using his tactics to his advantage, sort of going in there, putting his name out there through a really large booming company, and getting them to invest in his company as well. And
Oh, I see. When you say
So,
tactful, you
as in,
mean tactical. You don't mean tactful as in chooses his words carefully. You mean tactical as in chooses his partners carefully.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Now I understand it because I thought tactful?
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all, Donald Trump. You also talked about his effective use of hand gestures in public speaking. Can you give me an example of that?
YouTube.
No, you spoke. Can you do one for me?
Like this, it sort of gets people interested.
Oh, okay, because it gesticulates.
It's definitely a sign. Yeah. It's like people aren't just looking at a guy talking, looking at a guy, sort of showing non-verbal
So sharing his passion.
communication. Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
It's all a part of communication, I think.
I'm going to ask a teensy bit of a provocative question here. I know it's so unlike me. Do you think he owns the Miss Universe, Miss America and Miss other pageants to choose wives?
Probably I'll tell you that's a possible outcome.
Because I'm stunned.
He was
I'm
involved
stunned that
He was
he's
definitely
all of
involved
these
in
different
the
wives.
Last wife, I think.
His last wife is actually
She was
supermodel,
one
so
There you go.
I don't know.
That's what an advantage he has for all this key pages and all that.
It's interesting, isn't it? The women in the room. Is there a single person here that finds Donald Trump attractive?
No.
There's a quote from Donald Trump.
2.7 billion, I don't know.
Pardon?
A quote from Donald Trump about women who says, whether they realise or not, they're unconsciously, consciously, they're all flirting with men.
They're all what?
Flirting with men.
Flirting with men or flirting with him?
With him. Consciously or unconsciously, they might not realise.
Goodness me! Yes, there's a bit
That confidence.
that is an expression of conceit, isn't it? Wow! That's amazing. Wow. And would anyone read a book called Trump 101? Has anyone read any of his books? Seriously, I suggest you actually do have a read of his books because I reckon they're worth a read.
There's a whole unit also, like, put under his name at the university. It's also entrepreneurship where he takes those books, so.
He'd know, wouldn't he?
He's got the experience for it.
He does.
Yeah.
From both ends, from getting it handed to him and building it from scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.